going, fellow city builders? Welcome to Cities by Jake. I'm your resident architect. Today we are going to be continuing our expansion of the new downtown area with well thought out city grids, transportation stops, highway interchanges, and more. At the end of this episode, we're also going to be finishing up with some detailing of our downtown area. But before we get started, make sure you give this video a like, and if you're new here, be sure to subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon to be notified when a new episode comes out. Lastly, your comments spark their creativity here in Magnolia, so drop a comment on what I should build next. Alright, with that, let's get into it. Alright, so we're going to be finishing out this area. We're probably going to get into this area as well, but I want to kind of lay out the grid, continuing this grid a little bit. There are some buildings that I want to bring in here, and I want to put another welfare office. We put one here the last episode, but I want to put one kind of like over here, maybe over here. But I also want to incorporate the central banking building here, so we need to make sure that it fits on the grid, and I don't believe with this grid right now it doesn't fit. We'd have to kind of remove some rows. So yeah, see, like it doesn't fit here, so we'll have to really consider that. But I just want to get a well thought out grid through here. I'm going to continue this kind of key wall road up to here, and then we're going to stop, and then I'm going to bring in the train, and I think it's going to come, we're going to come down here. I'm going to have to add some landfill because I want it to start sloping down. I might have to push this back a little bit and slope under. I had this idea of over here, and then the train will then come back, and I want it to be on the other side of the highway. So I need to keep that in mind because where I put the train station, because I want to bring another road over here. That way it will help where we've been having traffic problems over here for a while since I essentially built this like 20 episodes ago. So I think if I add a secondary entrance over through here, it might be better and might ease traffic over here. So I want to redo this. This was just kind of a placeholder. So let's delete this, and let's first grab our leveling tool because we're going to have to make sure that this, I want it to be this. I want to make sure that all of these are level. I don't know if they actually are. No, see, they drop down. So let's pause and remove all of these bridges. Okay. So that's a level. So that would be great. What I want to do next is I want to get the outline of this side. We'll go up to here, and then we'll work from there. We'll work with the grid from there. I have an idea too that I want to do in the center with the train tracks, so I want to really figure this out. So we're going to start from here basically. We're going to use our normal 2-lane road that we've been doing. So I went ahead and added this key wall road here. I think I might honestly make this all pedestrian on this side rather than doing this for streets. But yeah, kind of like a riverwalk vibe, and then we can have streets on the outside, close proximity to the bridges. I just think, you know, looking at this, having these cars kind of come down and have an intersection right off the bridge, it's a little tough. So if these turn into pedestrian oriented roads, it'll be easier, and then you can get the intersection right here and right here, wherever you need to go. I think that's what we're gonna do. Okay. I need to do another, I'm going to do another bridge right here. Grab that road. No way, that's actually 180 here. Then I don't want as much bridges as I had intentionally over. I had one right here. I don't think I actually want one. Maybe actually. Maybe having one over here is probably a good thing, actually. Then we can have this one. Yeah, let's have this one. And we can have this one. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's probably good. 5 cross bridges over to here for local traffic. And this will kind of be like a big one. I want to get this road connected to our, you know, interchange here. Kind of make this like an expressway, really. It connects to the other expressway going here. So I don't want to have that kind of loop in and go around here. I think having our interchange over here will make a lot of sense. Okay, so looking at this aerial, next thing before we continue our grid, I want to focus on bringing this train network around and through here. I want it to kind of go up here and then loop back over here and then keep the train kind of going over on this side of the road, because this is all hills, so there probably won't be a lot of development through here of a lot of our rural suburban development through here and on, and then maybe eventually cross it back over to here and then, you know, go to an outside connection if we ever build over here. But that's kind of like my idea of it, to kind of go into here. This is where all the development will be, and on this side, and then over here we'll maybe cross back over or under the highway if we ever go that way. But yeah, so I wanted to do this, and I have this idea of it being a sunken path, kind of like if you watch the Chills and Builds episode. I did that in that episode, and that was kind of me getting this original idea for here, and I was just testing out if it actually worked or not to build. So I think I'm going to incorporate that kind of right here. It's sunken and open, you know, open air, and it kind of goes back in the tunnel. and it pops out. So in order to do that, we'll have to reroute this river a little bit. I think if we push it over to here, it'll be fine. And then we kind of just fill this in through here. We do this. I think this will also help with the interchange that we need to build. So that is going to have to require a pause. And we'll have to demo through here. That's cool. Anarchy, kind of that. Okay. But what I want to do is let's buy these 3 tiles and then this one as well. Let's just buy this one to be. We have that highway deleted, and let's work on some terraforming right now. All right, I am back, and we did a lot of terraforming. We pretty much made one big island. I connected these islands together, and I still obviously need to clean it up, but I just wanted to get a general layout of how I wanted things to go. So I want the train station to be here, and we have it connected. I wanted it to be angled a little bit more this way, but that was just going to be a really difficult connection through here, and it's definitely not practical. Like, this is probably this would never get approved in real life, but who cares? So, and then for here I had to kind of go under and then back up with the train tracks. I didn't want to go up above the train tracks with that road, but I'm still kind of working this out. I don't know if I actually want to do this in here, but when I get the grid laid out in all of that other hierarchy roads, we will then kind of figure this out here. But yeah, so that's kind of the layout. I was thinking, I know in the beginning of the episode I said I wanted to kind of continue the grid over, but I actually don't know if I want to do that back here. I think I want to start breaking up the grid and connect this road with this road and figure that out, and then continue this road on. Obviously, I'm gonna go a harsh this way right here, and it's gonna connect somewhere around here. That's gonna be a pretty busy intersection over here, probably. I don't know if I want to connect it there. Maybe if I connect it right here, bring this in. But yeah, I want to keep this hill and slope as is and leave it alone. And then, yeah, so I still don't know what I want to do here. I don't know if I want to continue this couplet on or not. I do know the building that I want to put in this general area is one of our tourist attraction buildings. This guy, put it somewhere around here, kind of ease this, make a prominent skyline height. This is pretty tall, so I kind of want to put this over here, but I'd want to make sure that it's laid out and good to go before we do that. Again, yeah, I added a lot more landscape just to make this work, and again, definitely not realistic. I mean, maybe this is a little bit more realistic, but I'm not really holding my breath. Yeah, so I had to kind of go away from the realism as much as possible, but you know, I've been trying to not step away from the realism in this game. I wanted to make the city kind of as realistic as possible, but obviously there are some things where that just is not the case, and especially with this city kind of being like a learning city, and it's also just a game, so I wanted to have some fun with it and kind of experiment with what I can do with the game and modding itself. So we're gonna go ahead and continue on gridding this area out, and then we can come back and kind of work along and really figuring out what I want to do with this area and clean that up. All right, so I think we're gonna have to rethink a little bit. I got this done, and I'm just gonna leave these. These are gonna be like the hierarchy roads, and then we'll obviously go in with some alleyways to kind of fill this in. But I think this is gonna be the main hierarchy of the big grid, and then we'll shrink in the grid with some alleyways once we kind of get our main buildings that we want to place, like the bank, welfare office, etc. So, but I was realizing when I was kind of doing the roads, there was water forming in this area, and I think one of a water spawn is right here. That's why. So we're gonna have to rethink this and this whole area. I don't mind leaving this right here. We just might have to do a sharp bend like we originally had through here, and then maybe it comes down through here. I'm just gonna have to I might just have to play with this just to see where the water is, because I think there's a spawn right here, so there's nothing that I can do. It's gonna spawn no matter what. As long as if I have it this height, it's fine, but I can't go below. Or we rethink. No, I can't do that. So I'm just gonna hit pause, and then hopefully when I come back, it's figured out. All right, so I fixed it. Couldn't come from this main medium-sized road area. It was pretty impossible to try and get going here back with the idea of what I wanted. So I ended up just going through here, and it kind of connects up to the couplet better. The only issue is now this is going to be very heavy traffic. I might have to upgrade this to a medium road, and especially now that we're not having any traffic come this way, it might be best to just have this a medium-sized road anyways. But for now, we're just gonna leave it like as is. And I don't know what it's gonna do with traffic here. Probably won't be great because you'll probably get a lot of traffic on this side now. Might in the future might have to do some redeveloping to make this from here size road, but that's for another episode, and we'll have to clean this up a little bit more. I know it's not the best right now. Just get some merge lanes, stuff like that. Still need to clean this. Still need to do some road maintenance with that anyways, but just wanted to get this general area cleaned up. But yeah, so this is gonna be our main road hierarchy. Might clean this up in the future to kind of just be straight, but I don't know, I might, yeah. Yeah, there's no need for this to be there's no need for it to be curved. You can just do that. Yeah, that needs to get fixed. Maybe that's why it was curved in the beginning, but we can just flatten it. Just back a little bit more. Not the greatest, but still good. I think I might have a small alleyway road connect there eventually. But this is looking good. Because if we're looking at this area, I think I'm gonna want to continue my high density over here, and then do a lot more medium density, and not do this office style that we did. Just do a lot of medium density right here. And then this is gonna be empty with hill here, and then this is where we'll start to do our suburban sprawl. I think if I put the seaport area right here, might be a little cool. Not do something crazy like this, but kind of just do a little, seaport district with some, if you want a boat, you can dock it right here. I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, so this is definitely not the most attractive pier. I was picturing more of like a Boston Harbor, where if you ever actually go to there and you walk down into the port area, they have these smaller docks where you can go down and your ferries or whatever boat that you're getting on, the smaller boats, not like the cruise ship type boats. And then over here, I kind of just did some mix and match sizing ports where you can have some smaller skiffs in here, and then like the bigger boats, and then the one port where you have like a big mega yacht, dock right here. Kind of like the vibe, but it's definitely not the most attractive. But for a practicality standpoint, this is like the vibe that I was going for. And I think I was gonna put the building right here, but I noticed that it's too small, and the scaling would be a little off. So I think I'm gonna put it somewhere around here, maybe even like up in here, probably right around here. Okay, so we have our subway line that comes from through here, and I think I might have already done it. Nope. I have a subway stop here. Last episode we put a subway stop by the hotel, which is right here, and I really do wish that this upgrade was different ways. So you can go this way, but it's not like it. So I'm gonna have to put it a little closer. And I think I want to do an end stop, kind of like right around here. So I'm not gonna do too much here. I'm just really planning out this. So we're gonna have this go here and loop around, and then we have that go there. I think I might do a whole loop through here, and then through here, and then obviously kind of loop back around, and then this will connect to our subway over here. That's gonna be true, but so this will connect to our subway over here. And then we'll probably do a loop. So this will just kind of be like an express connection. Then you can continue on. And then we'll obviously get some. I'll probably do another one here. Kind of can go this way. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out our transportation and really like to plan out this downtown area a lot more rather than just kind of like building out. Okay, so I went ahead and I didn't really like how this was just flat. It didn't look good and it looked just funky and off. I went ahead and added some land here, probably back. I probably removed it and then now I've added it back. And it looks a little bit more natural, and I was realizing the only reason why I have this road here is I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it, but I was realizing that this might be a good spot for this. So if I kind of, once we go in and develop this area, this might be a good spot for it, and then we'll have a lot of high density, residential and office and commercial kind of in this vicinity area, and then we'll start to branch out into the medium low density down here. So that's what I did right now, and this is probably all that I'm gonna do for today. But I want to move on and do the rest of the detailing and kind of detail this area out a lot more, and hopefully detail this area as well. And then that can kind of give me, when I'm detailing this area, it can kind of give me an idea of how I want to do this, and it can probably branch and maybe some pedestrian bridges over here, because I don't have any pedestrian bridge at all in this build. So maybe once I kind of get this, we can get them flush, and it can be one big park that connects the two, and then we'll have that one landmark here, and we can do that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and detail this area and be right back. Alright, so I went ahead and detailed a lot of this area. I added a huge kind of park complex here I added the Ferris wheel. And then the park, there's pathways here, and eventually when we get to here next with pedestrian bridge, we'll probably kind of rearrange this so that it all moves into a bridge. And then obviously I did some detailing on the roads, some of the density over here, it just looks a little better. we could put somewhere. I don't really like this asset, so I probably won't use it. But anyways, that's going to do it for today's episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed it and stuck around. If you did so, please give it a like. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and ring that bell icon to be notified when a new episode comes out. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.